Now, he said these ones were in here for a reason.
These poor people. This isn't the treatment that they were promised upstairs by the cushioned seats and lush carpets.
No, it is not.
Is that the cure for soul sickness? To be thrown into a cell and subjected to the whims of your captor?
But it is a very good parallel. Or now, well, not quite an analogy, but a good portrayal of just how awful mental asylums were, you know, decades or centuries ago. I'm not exactly sure the time frame. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest kind of mental asylums. They've made great advances here. I'm sure they know what they're doing. No. These animancers are as mad as their patients. These are lunatics and wastrels. At least they hear they serve some. No. They're still people. Maybe it is. How would you know? I doubt the wealthier citizens have the same experience. I'm sure they have their share of family members they'd rather forget. But if all were treated like this, the sanitarium would never survive. What did these patients do to warrant such conditions? The animancers justify their sadism with false cures and charlatans' tricks. Any good they've done is a coincidence. Well, I'm not sure that's true. Not in general. I mean, Edelmer Moir explicitly forbade this kind of treatment, it sounded like, so. There are just as many who come here and are cured of their ills would otherwise be cast aside. Yeah. I hope so. Kinda takes a deep breath. You're probably right. It's just hard to see. Let's be on our way. This place gnaws at the soul. Honestly, this is far from the worst animancer we've seen. Is this my face? Tell me. Yikes. Oh, that one isn't. That one's empty. Thundering sky, rain of blood, innocence must drown. Jeez. Oh, it's Graham. Let's hold off there. I want to talk to the others. A willowy adolescent boy stands in the center of his cell. Gawkish and stoop-shouldered, he stares straight ahead. The occasional blink is only movement, and it is unclear whether he registers your presence at all behind his glassy, doll-like eyes. In this state, the barriers between your soul and his are thin and porous, easily bypassed if you should wish it. Let's hold off on that one as well. Now let's talk to Graham first. Graham looks at you nervously. You're afraid. Do certain visitors make you afraid? He looks at you with uncertainty. Slowly, tentatively, he steps closer to the front of the cell. And as he does so, for the first time you can perceive his soul within your ken. It is misshapen, as though maimed by some jagged instrument, and large expanses of it have been gouged out entirely. You feel no barriers of resistance. If you wanted to, you could look further into Graham's soul. Sure. You project out toward the maimed soul in front of you, merging with it. Its confusion and fear become yours as it whisks you into its depths. You're in your cell. A key turns. The door creaks open on neglected hinges. Thoughts come to you in waves, incomplete, broken, fearful. Standing at the door is a rotund, balding man, probably Azo. His upper teeth and pointy nose remind you of a rat. He beckons, apologetic. You don't want to go. Anything else. In your mind is a single word, and the word is no, but it dissolves before it reaches your lips. You press against the back wall, cornered. You cry out. In darkness, you fight against unseen restraints. You cannot move your arms or legs. The man walks into the room carrying a lit candle, its meager flame casting long shadows across books and machinery. Straps bind your arms and legs. Jeez. Cold metal circumscribes the crown of your head and the breadth of your chest. Poor guy. The man is sorry. He's in need of raw materials. Oh no. They dismantled his work and he needs another source. He needs to show them that he was right. He thanks you. Then he turns a knob and you feel yourself begin to crack from within, and you can feel the pieces of you torn away, like having your insides chewed by a horde of rats, and you are screaming a scream you can barely hear. God. Alright, now I want to kick Azo's ass. This is not how you treat your patients. Another night. Heavy footsteps outside your door. Coming for you. You look through a slit in your door. The flesh giant, the artificial being, just outside, but facing left. Facing the end of the hall. The boy there. The boy looks with interest at the giant, then collapses to the floor like a shed snakeskin. The giant convulses for a moment, then rights itself, turns away, and leaves. Huh. Was he projecting himself? Graham looks at you, still wild-eyed, but somehow more present. He nods at you, then walks back to the end of his cell. Kinda like to let him out. As you regain awareness of what's happening around you, you realize that your head is in Palagina's feathered hands. Her golden eyes are peering into your own, as though she's trying to catch a glimpse of activity lurking in the depths. As she sees your eyes respond, she wobbles your head a little and gives you a light slap. Letting go and stepping back, she regards you with concern. Everything going all right in there? Yeah. Thank you, Palagina.
Well?
Hello, boy. Let's reach out for a soul. You close your eyes and edge forward toward the boy's soul. And as you near, a sudden malaise comes over you. You are cold and warm all at once, sweating and shivering and straining for breath, as you did on the caravan journey. The soul you approach is the wrong one. A parasitic plant that strangles its host. It is predatory and pitiless, and you have crossed paths with it before. Huh. Too late does it occur to you to retract. You already feel yourself plunging into some interminable abyss of thought and memory. You are standing in a cell now. The same cell in the sanitarium. The halls are moonlit and empty, and you are waiting. At the far end of the ward, the doors opens, revealing a flesh golem in a silhouette beneath the stone archway. It makes its usual rounds, the same stops every time. The misbegotten child of despondent creators. When the construct is close, you coil yourself up and spring forward, passing out of the boy's body as though it were a membrane. You can sense his body behind you collapsing to the floor, a puppet whose strings are cut. Yeah, astral projecting himself, basically. Or, well, not quite. Soul possession. You are rushing toward the golem now, bodiless as a gust of wind. Quickly, you think to yourself. Quickly, you feel the strength hemorrhaging from your soul as you dart towards the makeshift abomination. You pass into the golem's shell and overtake the soul implanted within, encircling it, suppressing it, and contained in this new vessel you are strong again. You step heavy-footed down corridors unheeded by the other constructs and scrutinized only by the wary, untrustworthy eyes of the mad, coming at last to an office piled with books and scribbled papers and the perverse implements of animancy. You set your oversized hands upon a large machine, a nest of globes and tubes and coils in the center of the room, and go to work, bending wires in unsettling alignments. So that was Ezzo's office. Your surroundings are pulled past you, or perhaps you are pulled past them, and they dissolve into a blur. When they settle into place again, you are outside on a clear day, standing in front of a crowd stacked high above you, on the tiered seat of an amphitheater. You are acting for the crowd, standing deliberately still. This is no play. A balding man with rodent-like features is strapping you to a machine. The one you are... Oh, you re-entered your body. And you're in a medical amphitheater. Or, well, not so medical amphitheater. Animancer amphitheater. Or the Animancer equivalent. Strapping you to a machine. The one you had tampered with. You see your arms for the first time, short and fleshy, unmistakably those of a little girl. Oh, you went to a different body. But this body is not truly yours. Your mind still holds the same determination, the same hard-heartedness as before. The body itself is cold and vacuous. Unlike the others, this one has no soul of its own. The man speaks and the crowd applauds with an enthusiasm worthy of a hero's entrance. Bear witness, he says, and he pulls a lever. The machine shivers and sparks, and a bead of sweat rolls down the side of the man's brow, but the crowd's apprehension quickly gives way to awe as a crystal globe fills with a radiant mist that casts the entire theater aglow. He opens a valve and the glow crawls through a tube along a length of copper wiring that runs to a set of electrodes beneath your armpits. I wonder if you're the one who caused him to fail. You get demoted. You feel nothing when it reaches you, as it should be, for you have been leading his work astray periodically for some time, altering notes and settings and playing puppeteer for Hollowborn. But you make it look how people would expect it to look when a body is infused with the soul. In a moment, the machine goes dark, and the man unstraps you, eyeing you with a scientist's concern. He looks back up at the crowd. Behold, he says, but there is an obvious hesitation in his voice. Slowly, you take a plodding step forward, then another, and another. You look up at the man, giving him the eye contact of which no Hollowborn is capable, and the crowd gasps. The man looks relieved. How do you feel? He asks at a volume meant for the crowd. And this is the moment. At the top of your lungs, you let out a piercing shriek. The man comes toward you, his hands outstretched, but you run the other way, back to the machine. With all your strength, you drive your head into the crystal globe and it shatters, streaking your head with warm blood. You drive your head and down onto the surface of the machine again and again, drawing panicked screams from the crowd. By the time the man reaches you, your body has already ceased proper function, and merely twitches on the cold ground. Satisfied, you depart the corpse in search of another unsuspecting host. Who could put their faith in animancy now? You cheeky bastard. I mean, he's still a monster for his, complete lack of animancy ethics, but you're kind of only making the problem worse, and also making so the sacrifices he's making are basically pointless. You are pulled again from your surroundings, transcending the boundaries of memories and lifetimes, deeper and deeper past betrayals and murders and lies upon lies that form the thick webbing of plots beyond mortal comprehension. You settle at last on a room you've been before, expansive, with a tall device encasing an Adra monolith at its center. The room is filled with people, and the people all look at the device. You are yanked suddenly back to reality, and the once catatonic boy in the cell is looking directly at you, appraising, calculating. There's no mistaking now that this is the soul of Theos Ix Arcanon, the man you have been searching for, that gazes out from that borrowed husk. Hoo hoo hoo. Hi, Theos. That is not who I expected to see here. A watcher. Or wait, no. So he's a boy, but he's an old man in a boy's body. A watcher. You made me into a watcher. I need you to undo it. I believe we share a common past. I'm looking for some answers. Is that so? He makes no effort to hide his disinterest, but he continues to search your eyes. He makes a slight grunting noise, and his eyes soften for an instant. It seems, for that moment, that he recognizes you. He opens his mouth to speak, then seems to think better of what he was about to say. His jaw tightens. I know your look, your hunger for answers that elude you. It gnaws at your soul, usurps your reason for being. You are like everyone. I will help you let go. Oh, he will. He dodges backward with startling grace, putting himself out of reach. On his face there is no malice, only the dispassion of a farmer putting down a sick animal. Then suddenly, he slumps forward. Oh, no. None of that from you, thank you very much. Yeah. That's not ideal. That's also not ideal. Shit. Well, flesh constructs are vessels? No, yes, they are good. Graham, no! The leaden key acolyte showed me a vision of an ancient wait. I uncovered the leaden key operative in the sanitarium. He has the ability to possess one of those with weak souls, and was using one of the patients to influence Kedman Azo's animancy research. And it was, the head of the leaden key, don't forget. Kind of an important detail. Where's everyone? All of you back off. You and Pelagina move forward. No, what are you doing, buddy? Ow. You leave Kana alone, asshole. Oh, did you already attack?
Well,
Must have. In that case, let's get a silent scream. Now, you are immune to charmed, confused, dazed, frightened, dominated, terrified, unconscious. Okay, this will work though. Alright, Durance, give me an interdiction right there, please. Quite a few were immune to that. Kana, you're not feeling good, are you? Give me a second wind. And Pelagina, can you lay on hands on him? Please, thank you. He's cast that. Good. Bring me a little closer now. Eloth. Tempting, but let's actually go for, Oh, yeah. That'd be perfect, actually. And he's almost down. You still haven't cast it? Oh, good. The lay on hands went through. Oh, no, that was his second wind. Alright. Let's get a Speaker of the Restless. Actually, no, they're immune to Frightened. Well, let's get a this one then. The Crucible of the Soul. And Endurance. You're in range. Off it. Oh, Aloth. Since you've already cast that, very good. Get a fireball over here. Good. And might as well follow that up with an Arcane Strike. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Give me another Silent Scream. And Pelagina claims a devotion on Graham. I'm sorry, Graham. Good. Give me 10 construct there. Very good. And flames of devotion on the other construct.
So much for you.
Fantastic.
As you wish.
That jerk did not actually help me. But I shouldn't have expected him to. The chain's grown with added weight. Crescent bite marks pit the edges of the cot. Jeez. Bucket reeks of awful. Yeah. Go fall. Are the patients all dying? Or are those screams always there? Well, that's terrifying. Well, let's make our way out. Oh, hello.
Hey.
Edir, do you want to sort of help me out here? Get over here. You guys back off too. Alright, attack it. There you go.
Gotcha.
Might as well cast that.
Hi. That's not very helpful.
Get one down.
So
Oh,
much
they
for
keep
you.
coming. Not enough of them to really warrant using up our resources, of course, but...
Gotcha.
Here we go. Gonna give us any...
Of course.
No? We don't get anything from the flesh constructs. It's too bad.
Keeping an eye out.
Stealth. type out
There's
any...
something ahead.
Oh! I didn't even notice before. Caro Golan. This was mentioned before, wasn't it? Someone mentioned something about Golan. Maybe it's just what they were feeding the prisoners. I wonder if I could have given this to maybe one of the ones in the ward back there. Then maybe they wouldn't have attacked us or something. Probably not. Is he still in here? Yeah, there he is. I don't think he's gonna be too happy about what we did. Oh shoot. Everyone, first off, stop. And now
Bring them
attack.
down.
There we go.
Well,
So switch to your
what
gun.
is it?
See, this one has the flesh for us. No! Wait, white. Alright, Durance, get over here. These are all vessels. Yeah. There we go.
Yes.
Man, Edelmir is going to be so annoyed with me. Oh, is that who I think it is?
I'm ready.
There we go.
What is it?
Damn it. Well, we failed our
course.
one job that he gave us to, I mean, there's not much we could have done to prevent this, I suppose, but still. Man, that opening volley with the guns is really nice. They are effective, as long as you can hit with them.
Yes.
There's another one over there.
No prisoners.
No, everyone attack. That is super
is it?
effective against those really weak ones. Shh. I don't think I ever came in here before. I don't know if I just didn't notice it was here or what. It seems most of the poor souls who were here are dead now. Alright, that's enough of that. I guess we should probably talk to him one more time. To even realize what's happened. What have you done? Well, you've been experimenting on patients against their wills, mangling their souls. I've witnessed it with my own eyes. Azo's face drains of what little color it had. How could you possibly? Look, it had to be done. Ethelmer and the others, they took everything from me. Everything when I was this close. I had to know where I failed and why. Well, you were being messed with, actually. Whether you were successful or not. Originally, you were never going to come across your answers. Imagine the value if I'd succeeded. I had something that could make all those hollow infants into something like a real person. And with a few more patrons and a few years' research, who knows? No one has come that close with the legacy. It's why I have to continue. Why I have to risk everything here working in secret. It's why you have to lie to Ethelmer for me. Tell him you've cleared me of all suspicion. Oh. I don't know. I'm not gonna attack him. That's not justice. Not me, not from me. If I say I'm going to expose him, he'll definitely probably attack me foolishly. We'll see.
I trust that you'll do what's right for Deerwood. Don't hold everyone accountable for my mistakes.
Well, here's the problem, buddy. Like I said, you have been led astray. It's not Gwyneth's judgment you should be worried about, but the mobs. They don't have care much about good intentions.
Yes.
Like, your who knows how many years of research now are effectively worthless, since you don't know where and what has been messed with. And the guards are gone. Probably died trying to stop. Oh, a patient. Wait, did they escape? I'm getting out of here. It's not safe anymore. No, I'm glad to see some of them escaped. If his research was actually... Ah, hello. Yeah. What the blazes happened down there? You were given permission to ask questions. Well, I had things under control until I killed the Leaden Key spy, at which point he possessed a flesh construct. Well, no, I didn't kill him. He killed himself as he, pushed his soul into that flesh construct. I don't think Osgrim, I don't know if he knew or not. I'm not even sure if if a real person was in there, if it was an empty body that that Theos just inhabited from time to time. Yeah, we'll lead with the point of what's happening down there. You finish your explanation, and Ethelmer breaks his silence. I've read accounts of people in history who could do what you describe. The accounts are few and brief and never reliable. Some go as far as to suggest that they are all the same person. I believe that, actually. They very well might be. If truly such a person was here among us, plotting our ruin. Would that I had a body again and could be of some real use in our time of need. I fear what their future may hold for this place. I am grateful you were able to dispatch the threat before there was a loss of innocent life. I don't think there was. There was definitely loss of innocent life. At the very least, the people being held in the North Ward. We very nearly had another scandal on our hands. What of Azo? What part did his experiments play in this catastrophe? The Leaden Key would have found a way to interfere with the sanitarium even without Azo. That's true. That's also true. Yeah, those are both true. But yeah, I'm confident the Leaden Key would have found some way to interfere with the sanitarium even without Azo. Your half-answer suggests a bias, but it also suggests it's as close as to the truth as I'll get from you. Kedman will remain here, but he will be monitored, and under no circumstances will he have access to any equipment. I think that is more than fair. He really needs to be monitored. I mean, honestly, probably better that he stays here and is monitored rather than kicked out and left to his own devices, quite frankly. Well, suppose I should talk to Lady Hadrit, or Lady Webb of Hadrit House, inform her of what happened here. Hello, Lady Webb.
How fares your search?
Well, there's something I can tell you about the Leaden Keys operations.
Well, let's hear it.
Found Theos, believe it or not, in Brackenbury Sanitarium impersonating a patient. He was trying to damage the public's opinion of animancy.
Forgive me. It is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious.
Oh, I'm sure he is. He definitely did his best to not do so.
He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it?
No.
Well,
No.
take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep.
Oh, yeah. I'm curious as what he wanted to say, though. I think he recognized who I was in the past. And had some maybe conflicted feelings about it. Maybe ever so briefly. Unlikely as that might be for him. I'm sure whoever that was just another tool in whatever game he's playing, but...
This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it.
Right.
But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale.
So you do agree that the, or you think rather that the Leaden Key is very, very much against animancy and perhaps wants to eradicate it? I'm not so sure their goals are quite so simple, though. I mean, they are connected to the fallen queen of the gods, goddess who holds grudges.
That isn't enough to take to the Duke, but we're close.
I have one more.
Avar Wolfgren is a cautious man. He will want to know everything possible before being moved to action.
Right. I mean, where is it? The encyclopedia. Boudica. Yeah. A vengeance. It maybe depends on what the circumstances of her being overthrown was. And I do believe that he is Theos is working in Boudica's favor for her benefit. Probably. But we'll see.
Right fetching feathers, lass.
Oh, hey, you're back.
Repeat, please,
Isilmir.
in Adiran. And stand closer so I can grab your neck if you said what I think you did.
That was Isilmir. She likes your feathers.
Thanks, but I'm not interested, Isilmir.
I like Isilmir. Repeating it, Darren. Right, fetching feathers, lass. I'm kind of curious what you think she said. But, poor Aleph. Though he was not in danger there. Isilmir, you're just having fun. Alright, so next on our list is... we have to head through Death's Gate. Yeah, travel to Dareford Village. We have a few other things to do there as well, I think. But, yeah, showed me a mysterious ruins somewhere outside of Dareford. The Leaden Key has sent operatives to find the site, though their purpose is unknown to me. I'm very curious as to what the actual what I was supposed to do for the leaden key here if I was actually in all three of these locations. If I was one of their operatives. Let me just check on the status of things and report back. There's Twin Elms. That is not Dareford. There's Dareford. So I'll have to go to the Woodend Plains first, or Stormwall Gorge. I think I've been to Woodend Plains, but not Stormwall Gorge. First, though, we're going to head back to Kednua and rest up, check out the current state of repairs, that kind of thing.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Yeah. It is. We've been making progress. Look at that. Nice wall. Are we fast forwarding? Yeah, we were. So right now we're... Oh, hello. Shoot. I wouldn't pay, so they set my crops on fire. When my boy tried to stop them, they knocked him over the head. He's alive, but he can't think straight no more. Merchant. Your boy got lucky. My guards, good men both, got put to the sword after they'd surrendered. I paid those slugs what they wanted, but they still took everything I had. Uh-oh. There she is! The woman points at you, and all eyes in the crowd turn their hostile gazes upon you. What happened? What's going on here? We want justice! You've been terrorizing us, and we won't stand for it any longer. Go on. What have I been doing exactly? You sent your men to my farm to collect a crop tax, saying we was overdue. I sent no such men. Well, okay, I think collect taxes, but... For me, it was a road toll. I've been traveling up and down this way for years, and this was the first I've heard of such a thing. Are you sure these were my men? Other people in the crowd chime in with similar stories. All right, and what makes you think I sent these men? They said they were acting on orders of the Lady of Kednua. That's you. Yeah, those weren't my men. Then who were they? They weren't no common bandits. Yeah, if this happens again, it's not on my orders. You heard it directly from me. Say we believe you. What about what we've lost? What about my crops? And my goods? And the families of my guards? Before I hang a lot of you from Kednua's walls, jeez. I'll make these men face justice. You can count on it. We appreciate that, but can you offer us any compensation? Just a little to help us get by, of course. He clears his throat and looks at you expectantly. I'll give you 500. Thank you, milady. Coins are quickly dispersed or distributed among the villagers. The villagers bow to you, then disperse. I gain 2 prestige. We'll need to find these bandits, though. Marshal Forwin. Wait, do I know you? Ah, angry mobs. The inevitable... Because my marshal... Or no, I don't have a marshal. My chamberlain is a chair. Ah, angry mobs. The inevitable thorn in every ruler's side. Gwyneth. Oh, wait, no. You were the one who worked with the Duke, right? What brings you to Kednua? I have news about Lord Gathbin. Let's discuss it in the Great Hall, away from curious airs. All right, sure. I could always use more news on his scheming. Suppose I should have seen this coming upon returning to court. Hey, I got a soldier. Waiting on your orders, milady. Just the one, though, right? This will turn into a farm, right? Or no, a hedge maze. this is going to be the lodge. The downstairs will be the lodge. Unfortunately, no bonus. Not yet. We'll get one soon, though. Actually, how close are we to finishing that lodge? Since we're here. Ooh, just 8 hours away. I mean, I suppose I'm not in a rush or anything. Damn it, how many minutes away are we? $41 in-universe minutes, of course.
The keep's coming along nicely.
Really is. Well, next time, it looks like it's about time to stop, so next time we will talk to the old marshal about that one asshole Gathbin. And maybe finish the Warden Lodge before heading off to Darewood Village.